Hey, what up, chat? Gotta turn the mic on. How's it going? Welcome to December. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good handful of days off there. Good Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Skyline, what's going on? Beatsville, what's going on? G-Man, how you doing? Tyler, what's up? Slee, Ayo, hola, what up? Amit, Miguel, good morning. Dre, hello. Arnesis, Wookie, Christian, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? All right. Well. What's going on in the markets? NASDAQ. Nice sell-off. Overnight highs is all the way up at 546. 546 overnight highs. About 300 points away. So, had a nice sell-off there. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory there. What's up, Grizz? How you doing, man? Razzie, what's going on? Grizz, thanks for having me over for Thanksgiving. It was a good time. It's kind of weird that you just stared at me from across the table the whole time and asked me to take off my shirt, but, you know, the food was good. Ronald, what's going on? John G, what up? Okay, Riley. That's an easier name for me than Rashi? What's up, Tren? Budagoli, is that you, Mike? Eddie, what's going on? Yeah, hope you had a good break too, Eddie. Yeah, markets, it's been a while. It's been a while. Did you hear about the new Tradeify payout policy? Did I hear? Maybe. It's been a while. Did I hear about it? I don't know. Remind me. Maybe I did hear about it. I don't know. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Daily payouts? Did I hear about it? I don't even know if I remember hearing about that. Yeah, freezing here in Chicagoland too. We got a ton of snow. We got like, I don't know, over 8 inches of snow over the weekend. It's warmed up to 17, 18 degrees here. But it was like 10 degrees when I woke up. Very chilly. Thursday's going to be really cold, down to a low of 4 degrees, high of 16 degrees. Oof. It's not ideal. But yeah, I had a good break. I had a good Thanksgiving. Didn't end up going to, I was going to go to my parents' house, but we had a bunch of snow coming in, like, overnight, and I was going to be driving back. I didn't want to be driving back in, like, a snowstorm on the interstate where semis always, like, tip over and stuff. So we stayed here, got cozy at the house, had a good time. Don't handle the snow well in Fort Wayne, Jacob. I would expect them to kind of be used to it, you know? Galley said he could see us retesting 6830-ish. Then continue moving down. PDL there. I like it. All right, guys. Let's be patient. Have a great day. Yada, yada. Let's get after it, though.
This is all wet and slick and it's ready to go.
What's up, Legs? How you doing? Grizz is freezing at 49 degrees. Okay, get out of here, Grizz. No, I added that Bob Ross like a week or two ago.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
I mean, that definitely makes you feel better after taking a loss, doesn't it? Hearing that. Just me? All right, let's keep an eye on the heat map here. Did you add reverb and stuff to the samples? Yeah. Well, for that one, it just felt like it needed it. You know how it is. What news are you not aware of? This is weird. Is it weird? It just seems regular to me. We got PMI, quarter till on top of the hour. That's about it. Stumbling Water, good morning. Man, Legs, that sounds rough. Glad you're feeling better at least. All right. VWAP PDL 300 level, all right up here. I like it when there's, 3 key levels all in the same spot. What's up, Parsha? What up, Lupek? How you guys doing? There we go, level hit. Yeah, same Parsha. I want to see a rejection here. if we grind on through it, then I have to think that we go to like 340s. Yeah, Jacob, he said this weekend felt like the longest weekend of my life in a good way. I feel the same. I had a nice break. You know, we were pretty much snowed in a bit, so, you know, we just had a relaxing time. I didn't do a whole lot of anything. I didn't do work stuff. Didn't think about trading too much. It was nice. I didn't watch any good movies, Parshab, I don't think. I probably watched a few bad ones I don't even remember, you know? I finished The Beast in Me on Netflix, that miniseries. It was really good. I really liked it. Nice, Grace. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I took the dogs out in the snow yesterday, and it was like up to their chins, man. And then Chesterfield, he has like the longer fur, so he had like just snow clumps, you know, stuck to his fur when he came inside. Looks like, I mean, we got a nice little rejection, but now it does look like we might pop this level, this 300 level. Then again, I want to see a sweep 340s, get up to the S1 pivot. Somewhere up there would be the target to the long side for me. There we go, there's the pop. The rookie, like with Nathan Fillion, that like procedural. It always looked corny to me, but I mean, there's some good corny stuff though. Like White Collar. You ever watch the show White Collar? That was a good one. A little corny, but it's fun. You watched Avatar in Blu-ray 4K for the first time? Never watched Avatar before? Cool. I saw the first Avatar in theaters, and I haven't seen the other one. How many Avatars are out? 2? 3? I've only seen one of them. What are your top 3 favorite indicators for the 1 minute and 5 minute? Well, my favorite indicator is VWAP, which is irrelevant to the time frame. You know, it's just anchored to the futures opening the night before. And then just key levels like previous day high, previous day low, overnight high, overnight low. So that could technically be an indicator really, but it's just levels. And then, you know, I use pivot points. I use order flow heat map. Eddie, you buried the lead. And you spelled lead correctly. Wow, that's a smart guy over there. Our new coffee machine came in this weekend, and it's the greatest thing ever. A Ratio 6-drip coffee maker, basically brews it as a pour over. It's incredible. That's what they say about the Mocha Master, which is what I got for my birthday. But nice, man. Glad you like it. Eddie, have you heard from TickTick yet? I mean, I guess they've probably been on vacation too, but... Well, okay. I was expecting break at 300 and we can move to through 340s. We rejected though. They did reach out just to say, hey, we're still here. I appreciate that at least. Because otherwise you're like, did they forget about me? No updates, but we're still working on the issue. Yeah. Alright, well. I'm 2 days away from a TickTick payout. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, ES got some relative strength here. Let's see if it can give up VWAP and NASDAQ can get going lower towards 200. Yeah, London lows, 193, right? Nice move. Honestly, my fun features Black Friday deal was kind of disappointing. Yeah, they're really pushing the pro accounts, which, I said in the Discord, I'm not looking for, if you're at the level where you're just like really trying to extract as much money from a profit amount as possible, then pro accounts where you want to go with my funded. But I'm just trying to get some consistent payouts, so I'm happy with the other plans. And what I let I had, let's see, I got $59 core plans that actually failed like a month ago. I let them restart because the sale is a good price and is rebilling at the lower rate. So I went ahead and just let it rebuild and give me 5 more My Funded features at the $59 price. So I was cool with that. It was a discount on Black Friday, 50%, and then for Cyber Monday, they changed it to 30%. So yeah, the best deal was Black Friday. I did make a page on here on Prop from Gorilla for Black Friday deals. Some of them are expired now, and some of they extended them, and I just haven't updated it. But these are what the original deals were. Honestly, nothing too crazy. Obviously, Lucid came out with its new plan called Lucid Flex. And that was 40% off. Still might be. I haven't really looked. But that's no consistency rule and funded and no buffer. So that's an interesting plan. Has anyone here used a NAS before? I've been contemplating getting one for years, and I never have pulled the trigger on it. My buddy has one though. He's a mixing engineer, and so I usually ask him for that kind of nerd advice. But thoughts on Lucid Flex? I like it for Evan Noble. I think it's pretty good. The payout caps are a bit lower, so just be aware of the payout caps. But I like not worrying about a buffer. It's one of the reasons why I like the tick account so much is there's no buffer to worry about. All right, so this is where I bounced earlier. 90-minute demand here, 200 level. So I still wouldn't mind a short down to those overnight lows. We turned around, a handful of points away. We should have a news item hitting here in about 20 seconds. It's the smaller of the two this morning. The S&P manufacturing PMI final. It's not as big of a deal as the top of the hour one. But might get a little bit of movement. A little volatility here for a handful of seconds. Maybe not. I'd try the short here. Down to overnight lows is what I want. ES has VWAP. Not too far away there. The consistency accounts better? No, I don't think anyone does. I stopped out there.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Well, sometimes you get those sharp. I know it's in golfing, but you get those. Sometimes you get the sharp pullbacks, and then you get the drop. You know. All right, so VWAP on the Nasdaq coming up. Trading in the black, you'd comment more if you weren't at work. Yeah, at least you're tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, so we'll have ISM data out at the top of the hour here. Till then, a little back and forth here. Some say around 40% consistency helps with discipline and structure. I don't really buy that. To me, that sounds like prop firm talking points. Like, oh, we're trying to help you with account longevity and blah, 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 blah. I don't believe any of that. Look, everyone's goal should be, at the end of the day, be trading your own personal account with a live brokerage. And you're not worrying about consistency rules. There's some days where any professional trader knows that there are some days where it's pedal to the metal and you're going to make a bulk of your money that day for the month. I believe. So I don't really believe in consistency rule bullshit. It's all just ways for prop firms to hold on to some of their money. Makes sense. You know, it's not like a knock on them. That's just like, that's their business. So, but trading's our business. So I don't, consistency rule, no, don't need it. Crazy struck a deal with Parshav. He's going to send you some of the best Kenyan drugs and you're going to sell them out in LA. Going to be the new improved Chapo. I don't know if Parshav got the memo, man. All right, Miguel, we hit your 68.30 there on ES. Do we get a rotation back down? You're coding a poker AI who wants to invest? Well, we're after the poker boom. About 20 years past it. 15. Rounders is hands down the best poker film you've seen. Yeah, it's like, what I kind of like about it is, like, it's like, I mean, it does kind of explain some stuff to the audience, but it doesn't spell out too much. So, like, if you don't really know any poker terminology, you could kind of get lost behind. But, yeah, Rounders is a great one. Matt Damon and Edward Norton. It's a good little pair there. And, of course, John Malkovich. Can we pump through VWAP in 300 here? You're gonna get any flight deals tomorrow? What are you talking about? Is tomorrow like a flight sale day that I don't know about? Never heard of such a thing. It's Flight Tuesday. Everyone knows about it. Flight Tuesday? That doesn't even sound good. Flight Tuesday. No, I don't got anywhere to go. Nowhere I'm trying to go. Parshov, you really struck a nerve with Amit saying that Shawshank's overrated. I just don't believe airlines would ever purposefully put stuff on sale for us. It's not even better than Lord of the Rings. Oof. Wow, dude. You got some strong opinions about Shawshank. Shawshank is just a classic. I mean, I haven't seen it in years, but I think it's very solid. Dude, it's literally the best movie of all time, objectively. I mean, right? Doesn't IMDb say rank it as the #1 movie? Yeah, am I using ES chart and Bookmap to trade NASDAQ? Yeah, I am. Yeah, NQ and Bookmap doesn't really make much sense. I mean, you can kind of derive a little bit of it, but it moves really fast. Duology. I haven't even seen Godfather 2, to be honest with you. How do you target price from the ES on NASDAQ chart? Well, I'm getting my targets from the NASDAQ chart, but then I'm watching the heat map for order flow indications. Large orders getting absorbed, etc. All right, here's the zone right above that I'm looking at for us to tap into. Sweep of 340s. All right, here we go. Just wanted us to run these highs here. Overnight highs is still too far away, but I was interested in that. Also, I'm interested in getting a level for overnight highs to overnight lows. 352 point range. So coming up to the 50% retracement of that. I'll keep my eye on that. So sweep of this level into 50%. I do like that for a rejection. You need my top 5? I don't know, man. I'd have to think about it. Top 5. That's such a big question, man. So here we are at the 50% retracement level. Angry Birds 2 best movie? No, it's the Emoji Movie, dude. The Emoji Movie for sure. I don't know if I gave you a top 5, Parshav, did I? Maybe I gave you top 3? I thought Zootopia 1 was actually pretty good, Grizz. Not everything has to be a cinematic masterpiece, you know? Nothing wrong with a popcorn flick. First Shrek, yeah, that's goated for sure. All right. I'm short here. Hear me out. The Puss in Boots film is deep, man. Never saw that one. I just figured it's gonna be a dumb spin-off. I don't know. Gives you an existential crisis about death. Oh man, is that what you want out of an animated movie about a cat? All right. Nice little initial move off my entry, but I'm killing that at break even there. Yeah, I still like the short side too, Miguel. like these 50% levels. Watched almost 2 full seasons of The Sopranos, 8.5 out of 10 so far. Yeah, keep with it, man. It's awesome. So you go short or long? I went short trend. It's a good entry. Wish we had the follow through. Botan, what up? Good morning. Got a Twinkie. You're thinking about in this market adding a rule to your list. See profit, take profit. Yeah, that's more of the mode I've been in lately. See profit, take profit. I did have a good Thanksgiving, Botan. Thank you for asking. Nice and chill. You know, we decorated our house for Christmas a little early, so we were like, you know, we did a little bit of that on Wednesday, I think, so before Thanksgiving even. So it's just been cozy in here. We got a ton of snow outside, so it's not bad. All that snow is not bad if you don't have anywhere to go, you know. If you got to commute though, it's kind of a drag. About to pull the trigger on a short here. You think a physical movie collection is better than having the corporations have all your info for movies you want to watch? That's probably the least offensive info they have on you. Look, I've had a DVD collection. It's kind of a pain in the ass, honestly, compared to streaming. But obviously, you know, when you buy a movie like through Apple or whatever, like, it's not necessarily like it could go away. It's happened to people who like buy movies on certain platforms and they like, for whatever reason, it's like not on there anymore. It's like, what? It's honestly just what I wanted to see. Now I just want to see some movement to the downside. Oh, like that. But see, my entry is not what I wanted it to be. Oh, fake out here. Oh, shit. Fuck. Something's wrong with the trade copy again. My P&L is not matching up, and I'm not in this trade. What is happening here? What is happening? I was not in that trade, and I have a larger. God, fucking. Honestly, I might have to stop using this. It's kind of driving me nuts. Where is Trade Syncer at? I don't know why I did not enter that trade. Or it did, but it stopped me out faster. I don't understand that at all. Stopped me out at 355. I have no idea why I did that. Like, what the hell's it doing? I don't know why it did that. All right, well, this doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm gonna turn off tick on Trade Syncer here. I'll just do a trade copy on here for the rest of the day. Honestly, right now it's only $130 of drawdown left for my personal daily loss limit. I could change that. Not to make a tilted decision, but just to give myself like another trade. These are tick accounts. It's just frustrating. I mean, it's all right. That trade was a loser anyways, and you know, my P&L's probably not really any different. Maybe it's a little better, I don't know, than what it would have been had I stayed in that trade longer, but don't like to deal with technical issues regardless. Location-wise, not a bad spot here, but it's hard to trust this. A little divergence here on ES and NQO. So you think Fight Club should be in Parshaw's top 5? I mean, look, to each their own. I like Fight Club. You know, it was fun. It was a cool movie when I saw it. Is it in my top 5? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I do like it. But to each their own. I do want to short it, but man. Kind of just want to give myself an extra $100 to draw down. I'm in short again. Small size here. That's all I can afford. Being a little stubborn, isn't it? Wanted ES to close heavy on that candle. I'm just gonna kill that one early. Yeah, Parshev, did you not hear me just bitch about Trade Syncer for the last like 30 minutes? No, it was 3 minutes where I was like trying to figure out why a trade didn't copy correctly or something to tick. Again, this is a better location. I keep entering a little too low. So I'm just going to let it figure out its thing for a while. What I was kind of looking for was ES. Right here, you know, we see ES kind of topped out here. Put in a lower high. And so then I entered looking for ES then to get that breakdown. And we just kind of wigged. But, and considering, look, this is what I wanted NASDAQ to do was sweep 340s up to 50%. And that's what we've done. So if this trade idea is good, it just needs a little bit more room and maybe more focus on just entering at the top of that consolidation. Rachel liked the stream. Good idea, Rach. If you're waiting for your setup, head on over the stream. Hit that thumbs up button. Only a handful of you have done so. Chris, you're going to unlike the stream and like it again to feel the satisfaction. Whatever you got to do, I guess. How are you trading futures in Kenya? Well, you must not know about Prop from Gorilla. You go to my site, propfromgorilla.com. Type in your country, Kenya. It's going to show you all the features prop firms that allow Kenyan traders. There's your options right there. Booyah. V2 trading. Six, seven. You hit the live button and now you're ready for your trades to be green. Hey, maybe I should like my stream and then my trades will be green. That's how it works, right? Get the live to 6, 7 likes. I'm like 37 years old, man. I don't want to play into these Gen Alpha memes. $5 mini long would have paid. Maybe, maybe not. Except when you're in 5 minis, you're like, oh shit, I'm in 5 minis. Move to break even immediately. And then you lose on commissions and fees. Bro's pushing 40, yeah. And if you're lucky, you'll be pushing 42 at some point. If you don't die young, you either live long enough to become old, become an unk, or you died prematurely. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm lucky. All right, chat. 15-minute candle closed out. Kind of sounded like a threat, if you're lucky. It'd be a shame if something happened to your pretty young life there. Don't walk out into traffic. Yeah, I like the short side move. I still do. Just making it a little annoying to try to catch. Do you think the CIA works with the SEC, Parshav? You sweet summer child. We don't talk to each other unless we have to. I mean, they don't talk to each other unless it's a multi-task force agency, you know? So that's what I've heard. Am I trading under an LLC? Just kind of depends. Like my personal account stuff is just my own name. Prop firm payouts, I think I've just taken them personally. Because you need your snow gear. You're not cut out for what? What'd you say it was? 49 degrees. What's prop firm goals for next year? Just looking for some nice six-figure year prop firms. I think that I'd be pleased with that. Look at ES, just like, honestly, it makes me feel like we could get a pop on it, but just slowly leaking lower here. NASDAQ chopping the highs. Kind of, to me, as much as I wanted the short side, I mean, I still want the short side. But the longer we spend up here, the more I think it might just pop. It's one of those days I think where trading ES maybe would have been slightly better for my short. NASDAQ's looking kind of gross. All right, I've had some time to think. I think I will change risk settings to 600 or so. I should do it on all 10 accounts here. But that's it. No more changes. All right, should be good. Change that risk to 1 million. Well, I don't think the prop firm will let me do that. There's no point. Be liquidated long before that. So VWAP tapped there on ES, by the way. Can you make a poll on who's profitable? I mean, I can. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I gotta try out Thor. Yeah, probably. You mean to tell me you don't have that YouTube money? I thought all of you were rich. More of us are just, there's anomalies, of course, but there's it's a vast range of probably YouTube salaries. Do not have $1 million though. Dan just grinding, hence why he also has the Hooters job. Look, when you came in last weekend and I saw you, or you saw me, I didn't recognize you. I said, please don't mention that on stream. And Trent, what do? You go and mention on stream. I hope your Starbucks tastes like shit this morning. That was supposed to stay between us. You heard of Phoenix Trader? I have, because they own Thor, right? They own Thor Trade Copier. Yeah, I think they're changing. I reached out to them last week. I think they're changing their plans and stuff. So, we'll see how that shakes out. Well, I'm a little disappointed. I've racked up some L's here. Parsha, probably. I'm just going to wait to see what changes they make. Go look at silver. I think it's about to reverse. I just never look at silver, so I think my opinion of it won't mean too much. I don't even know if I have silver data. Yeah, okay. See, I just wish this freaking move off 50% here just could have happened way faster, Chop my ass up here. Come on, Project X. Figure out where VWAP's supposed to be, you stupid fucker. Why is it so challenging? Like, I don't know. Doesn't TradingView not have issues loading VWAP correctly? Why is Project X? Why can't it just calculate where it's supposed to anchor to without scrolling out, loading the data again? Really struggles with that, huh? Yeah, Trent, I saw your short. I mean, I liked it. I wish I would have just been patient, a little bit more patient, prioritize entry, which this one, the first entry here was great. I think that was a good entry short. We did sweep higher, so stop out. If I didn't stop at break even, it would have stopped me out there. And then the second entry was not a good entry, right? I mean, if we don't have follow through, it's obviously like hindsight, not a good entry. If we get a drop, then everyone's like, oh, wow, great entry, you know? But when you just wick and then push higher, then obviously it looks like shit. So some days it's just a little harder to catch the moves I want. Like Miguel was saying, I think there's plenty of stuff down lower we can test. Chicken K, yeah, I've taken I think 3 trades. 1 break even, 2 losses. It's one thing you learn both bad and good about the YouTube chat. There's some great traders in there, and there's some goofballs in there. That's what I've learned. I think when I was first starting streaming, I let chat influence my trading too much. Now I just kind of stick with my own. Whatever makes sense to me, even if it's contrarian to what it seems like the majority of chat was saying. Just gotta do what makes sense to me, you know. That way, you know, if you're the one responsible for it, you're the one who's strategy and setups. You're gonna have the most conviction in your own trades. You have no one else to blame when it goes wrong. I'm not like, man, fucking chat. You know, it's just like, no, it's my decision. See the drop here. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, golden. It's kind of like the old top step tilt indicator, which, you know, when the tilt indicator would get so high, like 80% of top step traders were short. It's like, okay, time to long now. Short still looks good. It's just really painstaking. VWAP again here. Yeah, I have a Rhythmic account for personal brokerage, Barshov, yeah. What's up, Tomas? I'm doing all right, thanks. There's plenty of profitable people here, Matt. Miguel, Evan, Eddie, Grizz. Just off the cuff. Dan, I don't know where Dan's been, but Dan takes a ton of payouts. Whew. VWAP holding here on ES. Let's put new lows in. Head on down to 1 hour demand on ES would be nice. We need NASDAQ to give up VWAP here. Sitting right at the 50% retracement of this 15-minute bullish candle here from the open. All right, through VWAP now. Man, see, I hate it when something's like playing out pretty perfect. I have this ellipse drawn up here, looking for a sweep of 340s, 50% retracement. So much just chopped for a while. Almost a half hour. And I did not provide I did not get or prioritize just a short there, putting risk on of 20 points and letting it sit, which is the way that one had to be played out. I think to get a great entry and sit, finally get the move. How to get out of the scalper's mindset, I think. All right, so down below, we have this 90-minute demand. I already mentioned we kind of bounced off it 3 times now. Overnight lows put in at that's 11:30 last night my time. I would like to see that get swept. So sweep overnight lows into 1 hour demand. That is what I would like to see. Now, ES is bouncing off the lows. Right there. Little triple bottom action. And NASDAQ's going to come test VWAP again. So we could definitely, it feels a little tricky in that sense that NASDAQ's got some relative strength now. And ES is bouncing off the lows. So if the weaker index finds support, odds are the stronger index will also bounce. And that's exactly what's happening right now. ES got to bounce up to VWAP up there. How long until you're modded? Maybe like a year. How many subs are you from 300K? It's become a meme at this point, right? I hit 300K, I would say two summers ago, and I kind of stopped posting regularly to YouTube. And then eventually just will lose subscribers. So it's kind of funny. When I hit 300K and people be like, congrats on 300K. Thanks, yeah. Nice Black Friday video. Thanks. You know, I was going to do like a... it was like Thanksgiving night. I was pretty tired, but I was like, should I do like a full-length video on my channel? But the reason why I didn't is because it's only relevant for like 4 days. And then it's just like... So it's a lot of work. Just for like a video that's not evergreen at all. So I was like, you know what? Shorts actually get seen by more people for something like that. So that's why I did this short. Did anyone get any good Black Friday deals in the trading space? I don't think there's anything too crazy. I don't think there's anything other than like the TradingViews yearly sale. I don't think there's anything that's like, you gotta do that. Yeah, I upgraded the TradingView, got 13 months of it or whatever. What's up, Mayan? Yeah, I don't think they have like a whole lot of margin in the core accounts V2, which is probably why they didn't put it on sale. But pro accounts, I feel like they got more margin on to discount. So I'm sure that's what I'm sure that's the reason. Yeah, the new Lucid. Did you get Lucid Flex there, KA trades? Sacked up on Apex with $40 activation, blew half of them on gold last night, so that was amazing. Yeah, it's like $70 all in for the 100K account, static or trailing. That's a pretty good deal. If you pass, it's a good deal. Yeah, Parsha, but I don't write off my coffee though. I think you're just asking for trouble. It's like makes like no difference in your bottom line to write off like a Red Bull. It's just asking for scrutiny, I think. I'm not going to ask him because I don't think he's a tax expert, you know. I got expensive accountants I could ask. I just don't really want to. That's not worth it. Seriously, writing off $20 worth of coffee a month, not worth it. Not even worth the email to ask them. Not worth the time of my accountants to even deduct that. That costs more of their time than it saves me. Sorry to hear that, Miguel. Yeah, freaking, I can't do Globex anymore. Can't do it. I just get in trouble. You only spend $20 on coffee? Probably. I don't know. Maybe $30. Like two bags of coffee a month, maybe. I don't know. I don't really keep track of it, but I don't buy it that often. I think you were. I think you were getting a little antsy because the long break, Miguel. You're like, I gotta get in front of the charts. Gotta get some trades on. I'm getting twitchy. Yeah, Trent, I agree. I don't think writing off Red Bull would really hold up, to be honest with you. And again, like I said, not worth it. Not worth the additional scrutiny. Honestly, looking to me looks a little bullish here. Looks a little bullish. Need to see view uphold though. But looking at the 15-minute chart, looks like we'll print a large wick there. He spent $1 million on his bet. I think he's getting rinsed because he's a famous footballer. It's like I saw this article about CeeDee Lamb spending. He's a NFL player, and he said he spent like $1 million just keeping his body, tip top shape, like doing recovery stuff, all the kind of stuff you might do if you were rich. But it's like, dude, you could just buy all that stuff and install it in your home, and it would be way less than $1 million. So it's like one of those things where I'm like, you're kind of just bragging about not spending your money wisely because you could do all the same stuff for cheaper. When's MFFU giveaway? Let's wait till probably after this week, because it's like when there's not Cyber Monday stuff, Black Friday stuff going on. Who's the famous celeb who got absolutely fleeced by his investment manager? He stole millions. I can't remember who. Because there's been millions of them. I feel like it happens to everybody. I know Dane Cook. If you remember Dane Cook, it was like his brother was his business manager or something, and he stole from him. I think he had to sue his brother or something like that. Something crazy. What if I just get long? View upheld like I wanted it to for this long. Again, 15-minute chart looks pretty good for the long side here. I just don't want to get caught in chop again. VIX is at 1844. The low from, is this Sunday? Low from Sunday is $18. So we're off the lows a bit. Makes sense. Try a little long here. Come on. All right, I'm out there. Just a few points. Just gonna wait here. Can't see the P&L bar. Okay. Well, I'm not. I guess I'm not trading this account right now. So this one. Here we go. Minus 423. Got a little holiday hangover, maybe, with the markets here. Guess I should have just held my long. I just don't. I just didn't have a lot of confidence in it. I don't know. I'm not trading well at the moment here. Trying to dig out of this hole here, but I didn't really have a reason to hop out. I just back to the highs though. That's what I was expecting to see here. If we held VWAP was just, back up to the highs. We got 400 right overhead. I'm sure we'll tap into that. 94.5, 95. It's good entry too. It's good entry. But just kind of paper handing right now. Yeah, that was solid entry. Oh man, those are pretty good candles there, huh? think we got Zelensky talking about peace plan. That could be it. All right, there we go. So push through 400, holds on the next candle there. Pivot points next. Excuse me. Thanks. Ugh. Can IBH hold on a retest? Because right now ES is kind of just double topping here. We live to be great. What up? Doing all right, thanks. Not having the best trading session here, but good thing life is more than just trading, right? I'll start a challenge. Holding trades that Dan exits early. It reminds me of what Joe was doing like a year ago, where he was like, just, dude, give me your bias for the next hour or whatever. And then he put a trade on and just hold it. It's hard for trading not to affect my mood for the rest of the day. I'm trying to get better at that. Same here, man. Same here. I think the one thing that's helped me, is something I mentioned before, is like, I think I told you even Legsit was like, picture an older version of yourself, maybe like sitting behind you watching you trade. It's like you're watching your younger self get so upset over something that, like, like when you're 80, today doesn't matter when you're 80, like you're not like, yeah, no, beat yourself up. I cannot believe you lost money on December 1st, 2025. Like, no, the older version doesn't care about that. It's just a small slice of the journey. It's the tiniest slice. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It helped. I mean, I had to think about that too. Like, I'm 2 days away from my biggest profit payout. I'm trying not to think too much about it. And I hate taking a red day, like a max personal daily loss limit kind of day when I just need $250. That sucks. Because sometimes it feels so easy to make $250. So I'm trying not to think too much, beat myself up about that either. Because, whatever. There's always tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Just stay alive for it. Can ES pop these highs? Move up to the pivot. Maybe a little pullback first. Like a better test of IBH, at least. Can we do that first? I don't want to just look for a scalp short here. At what age did you make your first million? I've never made $1 million. Maybe 38? I don't know. My birthday's in June. All right, I'll go ahead and kill that one. Is that a mistake? Like, I just wanted to scalp a pullback. I think long stills are long still good overall here, but I was just trying to get a little contrarian here. Just scalp, 20 points down. That's all I wanted. Cloud any profits back? Not really. I'm down 423 here. Ticks. man, this is just a lot of chop and then a few nice legs. Honestly, the morning move off demand, that pump up, decent. This break here off VWAP, decent. What do you mean you weren't a millionaire and owned a company by 18? All right. Can we look forward to more videos for that sweet ad rev? Yeah, I want to make more videos. I was thinking about that last night. Trying to find the balance of, video types. So, okay, there's my short. There's my short, and I freaking exited on a wick there on the top tick, man. What's up? Oh, it's just one of those days, huh? That was my target right there, right underneath the IBH. Shit. Oh. Some days just feel like hard to get what you want out of the market, It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, Trent, those are everywhere. Those kind of videos. All right, so now back to these like recent previous highs here for the sesh. So ES did just kind of double top there. Nice round of selling here. Interesting. What's up, Max Dash? What's up? Max Dish? Back to that 50% of overnight session there. What'd you say is your favorite meal? Like the meal I get most excited for is pizza, I think. It's hard to beat pizza. Oh boy. Well, what's your favorite from breakfast, lunch, or dinner? What's my favorite from each one? Honestly, I love going out to breakfast where they just keep filling up your mug of coffee, and that's like my favorite meal to go out to eat for. Probably is breakfast. I don't do it very often though. Yo, what up, Lawrence? How's it going, man? I'm just trading the 10 tick accounts here. Got some My Fun Future evals that I'm red on today, but you know, will you miss Project X on other platforms? Yeah, I will. I think I like the risk management settings like everyone else. You know, forcing myself to lock out for the day or setting my personal daily loss limits very easy. I like using the bracket orders. In general, I like trading on Project X. I think it's pretty good. It's obviously has its issues. But like honestly, every trading platform has issues, right? I don't know. What do you think? I moved down to VWAP? I think we something like that. How do I rate my year from 1 to 10 so far? Probably like a 4, if I had to guess. You meant to do a legs hit. I definitely have improved a lot this year for sure. I think I just had higher hopes in terms of payouts and everything. TradeAway is so unuser friendly, but it always seems to work. Well, you know, they had their issues too. Like last year. I think it was last spring. A lot of people were frustrated with them. It's just, I just feel like everything kind of like at a certain point, like every firm people hate at some point. And then maybe they fix stuff, becomes more stable. Then everyone's like, well, I'll go back to these guys, but whatever. So I just feel like it's never, just I like just to trade on what works, what works for me, and you just deal with some of the pains of technical issues and everything. But yeah, price chef TickTick is, I don't know what's going on with TickTick right now. Hopefully they're just revamping stuff. If they're not working with Tradeovate and Project X, I don't know, but maybe they're trying to figure out who their next platform partner is or something. But it is a little, I don't know, it's a little weird. Yeah, Legs. I guess I just have high expectations for myself. So, while there's been a lot of great strides in my trading this year, still tons of room for improvement. So, just want to lock in and finish the year strong, and obviously take it to the next level next year. All right, let's see if this little ellipse here gets hit, and I feel like a scalp long here could work. Am I that crazy? 20 points, pop to 40s, something like that. I don't know if I want to take it. Well, that might be the pop here. Didn't really get as low as I wanted it to for that. All right, well. Your algo's in 7 longs right now and 1 short. Yeah, like I said, it didn't tap low enough, but yeah, that's the idea there. Perfect tap there on ES of VWAP 2. If only Dan could enter trades with his thoughts instead of hesitating. Well, look, like I said, I wanted to see that hit. That's the ellipse didn't hit, so I'm not gonna hop in above that, you know? It's like you know, there's that thing of like when you call your teacher mom when you're like in elementary school or something. It's embarrassing. You just called me dad. Think it'll hit there, Dad? I mean, Dan, dang it. Definitely don't think you're a father figure. I think Trade Day finally came out with their discount, December discount. 40% off, no activation fee. Get daily payouts once funded. Took them long enough. Oh, they updated their site. Maybe they had their feelings hurt by my video where I said their site was a hot mess. They updated their plan section, which is a little bit better on Trade Day. Dan's old enough to be Gen Alpha's dad. Lupek, where you at? That's true. My sister's 3 years older than me, and her daughter's in, she's like a sophomore in high school. So, not far off. Where are my tabs here? There they are. Floating. Check the other time frames here. Well, Part Shop, I moved Blue Sky up because they're very similar to the Futures Desk. So, I don't know. I haven't traded with them, so we'll see. We'll see if they stay there. Oh, man. What's your opinion on stacked imbalances on Footprint? You could definitely derive maybe a little edge out of that. It could be part of what you look for a move, right? I mean, it's kind of like when I'm looking at the heat map. I'm looking for absorption or momentum. It's just another way to put the pieces of the puzzle together to find a trade. Well, I might be wrapping this session up here. I gotta go out in the freezing temps. Gotta go to the gym. Yeah, pretty dull right now, though. I mean, I'll see if I can find another trade at some point. See if I can... anything sets up and I can try to dig out of that hole there on Tick. Carmine took an early short on ES. Like, it's kind of what I was looking for. I don't remember exactly where he shorted, but he shorted ES. And so when I was looking to short NASDAQ and it didn't work out, that trade was easy to hold on ES because chances are it moved past your entry. So where I was stopping out, I think it's very similar timing on those trades too. I haven't checked. But a lot of times we'll spot similar setups here. Let's see, when did he enter? Trying this 909. He entered at 909. I entered at 858 or whatever. So similar idea, but I was like stopped out, and then I tried it again at 905. So I was shorting around the same time he was, but he shorted ES, and it worked out a lot better for him. He took profit at VWAP, so he had a nice trade there. All right, chat. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. Come hang out on the Discord, !Discord if you want. It's free, of course. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a Tuesday stream. Hope you had a good Monday. I'll see you guys then. Later.